Shubhankar Bhattacharya, political analyst, also with us on the broadcast. Shubhankar, the BJP argues that this is a necessary cleanup of the voter rolls. We shouldn't be worried about exclusion because the ECI is doing its job. But we've seen the massive trust deficit between the ECI and the ruling dispensation in the state of West Bengal, the Trinamool Congress. Is the TMC opposing reform? Is the TMC raising genuine concerns about execution? What's actually at play here?
I completely agree that this is a very necessary step that the ECI has taken, this SIR, very necessary for BJP to actually fight this election. This was very, very necessary. Why I tell you? Because as you say that, see, this is nothing but the purification of the entire voter roll. Is this a purification of voter rolls? That all you mean to say? I just was hearing Radhika ji a moment ago, and it's all like that. These 34 lakh people whose fate is hanging in balance is all they actually deserve. No, ma'am, it's not. When you are practicing a fair and free election in the country, you have to pay heed to every voter who is legitimate and has a right to vote. That is the very first thing. When your chief election commission goes onto the press and says, and he has, narrated the instances where the previous election commissions have taken all pain to even reach out to one single voter. And here you are talking about 34 lakh voters being, putting in hand, and you are saying, what's so new about it? So what? They can vote in other election. Even if it is said by, the Supreme Court, it is very unfortunate, actually. It is very unfortunate. Because in this, what we call ourselves a Vishwaguru, and we still cannot afford to have an election where we can give each and every voter a right to choose their own government.
But then, Mr. Bhattacharya, what do you say about the justices that took on the case yesterday? The justices that were hearing this case, they said, the load on these, electoral returning officers is absolutely huge. The AEROs, the EROs, it's so huge, isn't it? Even if they have to go through 1,000 documents a day, if they get even 70% of accuracy right, it should be deemed as excellent. This is what the Supreme Court says.
See, if we intentionally close our eyes and then we, start crying that we can't see, it's not the problem with the eyes. It's with our intentions. The problem is that the ECI net, while we are, talking this out on a national platform, still the ECI net is not properly functioning. Still the SE net, your app is hanging continuously. This should not happen. This should not have happened. Number two, the thing is, when you are choosing it, you are using an AI, which is actually the entire data is not completely updated. Where the difference of Mukherjee and Mukhopadhyay and the similarities between it is not being considered. I can write my name as Shubhankar Bhattacharya. I can also call my name as Shubhankar Bhattacharya or Shubhankar Bhattacharya. That doesn't, create any kind of difference.
So you're saying that this is something that the AI and the system is unable to pick up, and which is why we have this massive category of logical discrepancies, because the spelling is either out of proportion or you have a different name.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So at least it should have been heard. You should give a proper, we should have arranged a solution to it to at least give a proper hearing.
Fair enough.
Do those people deserve a hearing
Understood.
or not?
You spoke about Mukhopadhyay or Mukherjee. I think that's the right segue for me to go towards Mr. Mukherjee. Radhika ji, I'm going to come to you. I'm going to come to you in just a bit.
Ganguly, Chattopadhyay is Chatterjee, Bhattacharya and Bhattacharya are all the same. You can go on and on and on.
Yeah,
there has been such discrepancies
Mr. Bhattacharya,
with the Muslim names as
we
well.
got your point. We got your point.